Selling out is easy to do. It's not so hard to find a buyer for you. When money talks, you're under its spell. Ah, but what do you have when there's nothing left to sell?
Hello, everybody. This is Finding My Audience with Alan Strickland Williams. I am Alan Strickland Williams. You are the audience of which I am finding. And you know what? I found some of you. I found a couple of y'all through this. I really appreciate that. I don't know if you can tell by the general tenor of my voice and the somber nature of my countenance, but it's over. It's over. The podcast is over. It's been too long since I posted an episode. There's a good reason why it's over, by the way. And I actually recorded one that I was going to release, and I just forgot. Like, it was a short one, but I just wanted to I recorded something to release, and I did it before I left for some trip, and I just forgot to post it. I've been really busy. I've been traveling a lot. But what I wanted to say, I wanted to speak. I might not even post this just to YouTube. I probably won't actually. This is directly for the Patreons. I wanted to say thank you for all the support. It really means a lot to me. I know that I mean, like I said, this was not regularly done. So I really do appreciate the fact that you guys threw some money my way. I'm not going to lie. I didn't touch any of that money. It's not, I don't know if you can believe this. It's not much, but, I know that anything counts. So I really do. If you guys, I'm going to keep the Patreon running. I might use it down the line for something else, but seriously, if you guys reach out to me and you're like, I want $20 back or whatever, don't be afraid to do that. I'm more than happy to send some of that back. But what I want to do is I want to say why the podcast is coming to an end. Obviously, it's really hard to self-motivate just to do this one thing by yourself. That took an inordinate amount of work to do it by myself, and also to sort of like, I mean, it was rewarding every time I did it. And like, it forced me to write jokes. It gave me some stuff to put out. Introduced me to some of y'all. Got to, I mean, Mike, met you in person. Obviously Liz, there's people out there that like I know, and I really do appreciate it. It really does mean a lot. The main reason why the podcast is ending is, I went to dinner, with Steve Hernandez recently, and he just mentioned offhand, he was like, I got to start a podcast again. And, we used to do a podcast called The Male Gaze. And I always said we should have just kept doing that podcast. At a certain point, we would have upgraded to doing video, and we had a following, we had a listening, and it was just the pandemic happened, and then life happened, and that was also hard to self-motivate for too. I think for Steve was doing the bulk of the work for that. But we actually, even before that podcast, we tried to do another one with this other guy that got canceled immediately. That podcast was called Horned Up. We're just using that name. We're using the old promo stuff that we have. So look out for we just recorded it. Steve just left. It's Horned Up, with Steve Hernandez and Alan Strickland Williams. I think maybe the podcast I have stuff set up for Finding My Audience will become that. So if you're already subscribed to it, that will just become that, and will hopefully just populate into your Spotify, Apple, blah, 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 all that good stuff. But the Patreon, I think, will just, who knows, look, if you want to keep subscribing, do that, but, don't get out. Don't do that. Hopefully we'll have it set up so that we'll have a Patreon for that soon, that we'll take your money for that. But Steve was even saying maybe he doesn't want to do one. I think we're just going to try to get in a good groove. And I need to figure out, especially if we are going to have myself, Steve, and a guest, I need to figure out, the equipment of it all and all that good stuff. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that I really do appreciate your support. I appreciate you listening. Makes a man feel less alone in this world, and on this online landscape. And yeah, look out for Horned Up. We'll hopefully get that out this week. If not this week, next week. I'm trying to set aside time to get it all ready to go as early as Monday. And like I said, we'll just sort of see where that goes and what the format is and everything. But we're basically we're catching up, and we're touching on we're talking about stuff that's going on in the city and our lives and the news in a way that only we can. Yeah. So anyway, just for old time's sake.
God damn it!
Gotta keep them separated.
Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, baby.
Not great, Bob.
He's one of the worst students we've got.
Thank you guys for listening. I'll see you in the funny papers.